Hi everyone, welcome to the Whiteleyverse with me, Connor Whiteley, for another daily story with a chapter from one of my novellas. Before I start today's chapter, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new content, and the engagement really helps the Whiteleyverse with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to buy this book and any of my other fiction, then they're all available from all major ebook retailers. You can order the paperback and hardback copies from Amazon, your local bookstore and local library if you requested. Also, if you want the AI generated audiobook, then you can get it from selected audiobook platforms and library systems like Kobo, Spotify, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, Baker & Taylor, Biblioteca and Overdrive. Now, here's today's chapter. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did writing it.
Chapter 2. The 15th of March 2023. Canterbury, England. University student Henry Burton took a deep breath of the wonderful tomato, basil and cheese-infused air as he sat down in one of Kent University's many cafes and restaurants. He seriously wasn't sure why the university needed so many different places to eat, chat and drink, but he was more than happy for it. Mango's Cafe was definitely one of the more extreme places to eat on campus, and Henry was surprised he hadn't eaten at it yet, because it was all focused on more wild things to eat. Henry was really surprised by the impressive design of the small cafe, with its black walls covered with fake plastic leaves, jungle paintings, and massive plastic pineapples that covered everything. He sort of felt like he was in a jungle, and even the tree bark texture of the tables were certainly different in a good way. The quiet sound of jungle music made Henry smile because this was a flat-out weird place to eat, but it was great to be here. And thankfully, there were tons of other people here too. 2 tables away, Henry noticed there was a group of sporty university students belonging to the university football team. Henry couldn't help but focus on their broad shoulders, strong jawline, and beautiful smiles as they started to drink their afternoon away. Henry wrapped his hands around his tall glass of Diet Coke as a young waitress walked past him holding 3 pizzas for the large table behind him. And Henry just smiled to himself because he was finally out in public as a man. He couldn't help but feel glad that after coming out to his parents as trans last year and slowly encouraging himself over the past few months that he was okay, he could freely dress like a man in public and just be who he really was, that he was finally in public as the person he was meant to be. As much as Henry would have liked to spend his afternoon helping at the local soup kitchen, doing some ambassador work so he could inspire more disadvantaged children that they could go to university, or doing something else that helped people like he normally did during the week when he wasn't in lectures, he was glad that his best friend Adam wanted to meet up. Henry was a little annoyed that he was a little late, but Henry smiled as he realized he had no idea how Adam functioned half the time. It was a joke between Henry and Adam's girlfriend, Amy, that she basically had to mother him half the time. It was just a shame that Henry didn't think it was a joke half the time, but he wouldn't change his friendship with Adam for anything. "Hi," a man said. Henry smiled at his best friend Adam, wearing his black jeans, blue t-shirt and black baseball cap, a little habit they shared, as he sat down opposite him and ordered a Diet Coke from the waitress as she walked out. Henry felt a lot happier now that Adam was here. It felt stupid that he was so nervous, but he read the news. He knew what could happen to trans people, and this was just all so new to himself. "You look hot," Adam said. Henry shook his head because he just didn't sound right coming from Adam's lips. He was perfectly straight, a great friend who had helped him with everything so far, but Adam saying that he was hot just didn't sound right at all. "So how you finding it?" Adam said, smiling. Henry shook his head. "You were late on purpose, weren't you?" Henry loved it how Adam shrugged, and he couldn't blame Adam for leaving him alone, so he just get used to being in public. He couldn't have cared less about the fact that he was who he was meant to be, but he was paranoid about people looking, judging, and making comments. Or maybe that was just him thinking that because his parents had done it, everyone else was going to do it too. "Hey, how you finding that thermodynamic essay question?" Adam asked. Henry was really glad for the change in subject, anything to help him focus on other things. It's a tough one when you first look at it, but you need to make sure that you don't overthink it, Henry said. But I know you already know this, because you keep getting firsts in all your assignments. Adam shrugged. Guilty as charged. What you up to tonight? Me and Amy are going out with Jordan if you wanted to join us. Henry had to admit he did like going out with Jordan, because he was a lot of fun, a great guy to be around, and Jordan was hardly bad on the eyes, but Henry was thankfully too busy. I can't tonight. I'm working at outreach event, Henry said. Please tell me it's another queer one. Wow, Henry said. You really want me to get a boyfriend, don't you? Adam nodded. Of course I do, and I want you to accept yourself fully in public. I know you're a brilliant person, I know what you're really like, but even now I know you're tense. Henry looked at the ground. He really didn't want to admit that he was acting like half a person, or not like how Adam knew him. I know this is scary, and I know you've been through stuff, Adam said, knowing Henry wasn't liking this, but I know the real you, and any man that sees this will be lucky to have you. Henry smiled. You really are a great friend. Then Henry looked at the time and realized if he was ever going to make the event, then he definitely needed to leave sooner rather than later. He was about to go when Adam gently grabbed his hands. I meant what I said though. I might be into girls, but you really do look beautiful. Henry smiled to be nice, but just hearing that made him feel weird and awkward, but also really hopeful for the future, because if a straight guy like Adam could find him beautiful, then maybe a gay guy could too. And that really would make Henry's year.
Welcome back everyone, it's me again, Connor Whiteley. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's story, because I flat out love writing, creating stories and sharing them with you. If you really enjoyed today's story, then please remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new content, and the engagement really helps the Whiteleyverse with the YouTube algorithms. And if you want to buy this short story or any of my other fiction, then they're available from all major ebook retailers, and you can get them from your local library if you requested, and you can order the paperback copies from Amazon, your local bookstore or local library if you request it. Lastly, if you want to support the channel on a one-off basis, then you can now buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Connor Whiteley. Also, if you know anyone who would enjoy today's story, then please share it with them. I'm always really grateful when you wonderful people help us spread the word about the channel. So, thanks for watching the Whiteleyverse, and I'll see you again soon. Have a great day, everyone.